Okay, as you can see, I've now removed the cover, and you can see up in the right hand corner and left hand corner, there's loads of cobwebs. So this boiler hasn't been served, more likely for the time it's been installed. So what we're going to do now, we're going to replace this mic switch, which is this loom area here. Now before we start, I must point out that you must be a gas registered engineer to do this, because you're touching a gas appliance. And also, before you start, you must always turn off the mains power. Now, to be double sure that it's off, what you should do is also just remove the fuse, okay? And then with an electrical screwdriver, just go to your power source and just check that there's no power there. And before we do that, we should make sure that this actually works. So we'll put that back in, touch that, press that on, and we should have a light there. We haven't got a light there, so this is telling me that this screwdriver, at least we have, look, there it is, that's it. I don't know if you can see that there. Very faint, it's very, very faint, but there is a light there. There you are, that's it. In there, can you see the little light on the screwdriver? So that's telling me that the screwdriver is now working. Turn the power off. And again, remove the fuse just for safety reasons. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to replace this wiring loom. This should take about 10 minutes. So the first thing we're going to do is undo our earth cable here and here. Okay, make sure that you do not drop the screws on the PCB board. Okay, you don't want to be dropping anything on metal on the board. You don't want to blow things up. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just get a pair of snippers, and as you can see, that all this cable has been bound up by cable ties. We need to just cut that off to get access. There and there, and there's two up there. When we finish, we will replace these cable ties. Okay, so we're going to fit this loom. It's quite a big job. Now, obviously, what you don't want to do is pull all the wires off, and then you don't know where the wires go when you're all off in your hand. So, a little tip is that take the connections that you need to put on there, pull off the ones that you think are the ones that you need to do. So, if we look at that one, it's got two wires on it. If we look at this one, it's got two wires on it. There's no other one on there, so that obviously goes there. We'll pull that one off, and we'll take our new one and put that on. So that way we can't make a mistake. Then we've got another one which is a brown. Now there's two browns. There's a brown there, and there's a brown there. But if we look at this one, this brown goes to this plug. This brown goes to that plug. So we know that that must be the one. So we pull that one off, and we put our brown one on there. Oh. It's been a little bit fiddly, but if you keep going at it, you'll get there. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. Okay, so we've now done two, yeah, and we've got a red one. There's only one red one, so we can pull that red one off with confidence, knowing that that is the one, and put that on there. Okay. So now, we can now pull that plug off, because we know that plug is dead. Okay, we've got a plug there tangling it up, just pull that one off and push that one back on there. Now you're quite safe to do this because we've got the power off. It does look like a nightmare job, but obviously as time goes on and you keep pulling them off, you'll see. So we know that one's our plug that goes over there. Okay. Okay, so the next bit to do is these ones here, look. So, pull them through there. So we've got this blue one to come off, which is neutral. Yeah. Take that one off. Pull that off. There's our neutral one off. That's that one. What else have we got? Neutral. That's that red one. There's over there. We've got an earth one there, look, earth. You can pull that one off. That's our earth. Ooh. Because this has just been put on by the manufacturer, they're quite tight. And we've got a black one come off, which is that one there. This black one's part of our room stack clock link. Okay, so we're nearly there. So we put that one over there. That one we know we've done. Okay, and so now there's our earth neutral. Lovely. Just pause for one moment. So now we've got our cable hanging down there, we've got our plug put back on there, we've now got these two parts, because this part here is our old part and this is our new part. So now what we need to do is take off our micro switch. Now this micro switch is what the problem is. Basically what's happening is, I'll just take this off and show you. This micro switch is spring loaded. Now when the button or this lever comes out, I'll just show you by opening up the tap. Now as that comes out, that then pushes this micro switch like that and fires the boiler. Then when the tap goes off, I'll turn the tap off. The lever then, or plunger, will then subtract. Then this would release. Now this is what I believe is the problem. This micro switch is not turning on the hot water. So this is what we're replacing. And if you look at the end of this, this is the new loom. It comes as a loom. So this is what we have to change. So let's get on and change it. So there's our new switch, put that on there. When you tighten these screws up, never tighten these screws up on these switches too tight, because what it does in time, they get hot and they stick. You can't get them out. So make sure you do it tight enough that it doesn't rock loose. But remember, it's only a small thin brass screw, don't go mad. So just tighten it up. And then if we follow the cable, this other cable, this cable goes to our pump. Yeah, that one there. So we have to also renew the pump cable. Why the manufacturer made so much work of this, I don't know. When they could have just put a connector block on there or a connector switch and just changed that on its own, I don't know. But we have to change all of them. I don't know why. But in the manufacturer's hindsight, they could have just put an ordinary connector on that, and we could have just changed that and left all the wires there. But obviously they want to make more money out of selling all extra parts unnecessary. Okay, so I'm just going to take these there. Try and remember what colours they are. So brown is live. And then you've got blue, which is neutral, and you've got green, which is earth. So try and remember that. If you're not sure, then get yourself a pen and paper and just write that down. So we're just going to thread that through there, and there's our pump. Now we've now removed the old loop. So what I'm going to do now is just going to pause it for a second, and then I'm going to quickly fit this back on.